And it feels like at this point, Team Wet are going to take this one out unless someone makes some kind of crazy evac tower play or something. Slams them off height with a Newcastle wall. I don't know. You're really going to have to try and think outside the box to remove them from their high ground.
I mean, when this is a situation, right, when you don't have the proper legend composition, who's going to force way off from this high ground? They got here first, and they're just getting free KP as they clean up the rest of the lobby. One squad left. They drop down. They take the portal. See where we're going to be going. Was it worth it here? And is he going to die right when he cakes it right back? He lets the rest of his squad finish off the rest of the work that needed to be done. And Team Way with the dub.
At this point, we lose Forbidden as well. Reply Dotem says, I want to get into the action. They dive straight into NIP. VC Go falls. The P2020s are trying to make it work. They're so good with the TTK and how much they've been working throughout. But Gaming Gladiators, no surprise to trying to get a ton of kills, but looking for that average placement. Look at this, Vicky, into the top 5. But who's going to challenge Pengu Power, who cleared out the East?
Tiff, we just saw like 13 squads all the way down to 5 in an instant. This is what we were expecting here. It's difficult when you're stuck on the other side of where this next zone is pulling 10K. The P20s can't clutch it for them because Shira gets taken out. 3 squads left right now, and Pengu Power from the other side now moving to look at BPR and Gaming Gladiators.
Oh, Pengu racking up more kills here now, versing Gaming Gladiators in a nice 3v3, and it's Phoenix who just walks up the stairs, walks into a match 2 victory, and you do not anger the Penguins because this is what happens.
Wow, look how much space people could just coexist here. The different raid portals dancing around, the EMP at that, going from outside the zone to in zone. I don't even think they know where they're going to be going as F9 are trying to struggle to stay alive here. They try. They keep getting taken down. VC Go are harassing them. BPR get eliminated. They were caught out in the open from F9. They take the raid portal right back to rejoin together. Having to be careful with VC Go still in the distance. They do not want to get sandwiched here with Forbidden uncontested now on the south side looking at Infinite.
Infinite are currently paying for their decision. You can see Infinite, Forbidden taking angles off them, knocking them, and Forbidden, due to the mercy of Infinite, look like they will be able to pick up this game.
Forbidden versus VC Go right now. VC Go, they get the trade originally. Forbidden only has Slab. Slab has a ult all the way up on the high ground. They're already low. It's the P20s. That's all you gotta do. No rest for you. They try to go for the shield. Slab goes down. He gets a shield swap. He's still shooting them up on top. He slides down, gets a dash, and a huge win here for Slab to take the dub for Forbidden for game number 3.
And now 10K, who have been lying in wait, have wrapped around seeing if they can deny a reset from Forbidden, but Team Nemesis has to leave the shelter of Stasis at some point.
Yeah, the aggression coming out of 10K and Forbidden, though, have pushed them into a corner, and Team Nemesis seizing that opportunity, push out of the main building in Stasis, and now have the majority of the zone to themselves, sitting center zone with only 10K left to go. Let's see which one of these 2 teams takes it out.
2 wildly different legend compositions, both playing Rampart though, and Zuni with the Ballistical, the Rampage and the Sling. It's all revved up and ready to fire with trades on either side and minimal health. Can we close the distance, finish below, remix Powers and Zuni, trying to find Kaishi, and we do. Team Nemesis will take the first map of the day on Broken Moon.
And good luck with an R9 versus 2 double P2020 staring you in the face. It's going to be a lot to deal with here. They try to reset, but Reply Totem waiting for them. Andy Giants gets taken out first, and Catch just trying to help them allow the circle to put in the pressure right behind Nemesis' back. And they clean them up, now get the loot that they need, and they're going to be able to get the reset on the res. Oh, before the slide in though, F9 as a solo, trying to see if they can have the opportunity here. 2 Babylons that come in, they take them out, and 10K win for free while everyone's just fighting in front of them. 5 squads left here, and now round 6 finally ends up closing. The final ring closing up behind their backs. Unlucky gets an initial knock here. Alliance want to get even more KP, because that's where most of their points have stemmed from for the day.
Indeed, they do want to be adding some placement points into the mix, holding on to some of their ultimates right now. Obviously, being on the outside and slightly on the high ground here, it does give them an opportunity to maybe start setting up, you know, defenses, the pylon as well. Whereas other teams are really just going to have to, you know, Push into it with very little utility available.
What a play there with the ballistic ult from Effect, and then he's coming up from right behind them to completely displace Team Nemesis. Hockey tries to go for a follow-up, but Unlucky's busy getting the res on Effect. He'll get that passive healing. Unlucky slides in, and with the P20s, Team Nemesis get eliminated. What a boom from Alliance.
It's the calls you want to see coming out of Hackers, and it is the aggression to take that space away from the other teams that you want to see out of his dynamic roller duo.
That's what you got to see with the ballistic. The entry fragger here to start things off with that ult. Get everybody that speed boost here. Gonna be able to let it sing with those P20s and those weapons in general. Now with the final ring closing in, though, Hawkins is trying to find a position to play right behind with the portal. He puts it out here, but he gets taken down. He takes the portal right back, but Alliance can make something happen while they slowly now approach, get the reset. Effect now goes in. It's Ring Around the Rosie behind the rock.
Okay. Is this portal going to be enough to put Alliance in the right position to take down GG and SJP2? SJP2 have waited their time. They bided their time, and it'll net them the win.
Like the rotate opportunities here, but they're pinched between two other squads. Big 210, but they're still getting looked at by 9 lives. It's really up to Zap now to make the magic happen.
And he gets Zainu down. Nice. I mean, he was so unlucky that that player had red armor, so he got the 210 but didn't actually get the knock.
And the fact that he was still alive until then right now, NRG get eliminated. Shopify now inch their way forward after seeing 9 lives get hit, but still don't want to take the risk. Catwall for catwall, wrapping around on the other side of where Zap was.
Okay, Zainu as the catalyst has the prerogative to push through that wall, whether it's his or the opponent's. His teammates can't do that, so he needs to use that ability to get some information for them. MT on the Newcastle is ready with the res, and he'll pay with his life.
And we got our last 2 squads are match number 1, and 9 lives was able to get the first dog onto Complexity. This leaves only Monsoon and 9 lives come in to sweep up what is left of Complexity before taking match number 1. It's about sending a message. Just looking at that laser, you know that you can't peek even for a second, but you have to keep up the pressure, and you look like a chameleon looking for both your left and your right at 2 different teams while trying to still take space.
An eye out. Jen's doing the best he can. Gambino goes down elsewhere. It's Purple Slushy trying to take even more KP if they can get it. Put the pressure on the rest of the lobby. Stack numbers in their favor. And finally, we move to the center. We move to the high ground. And we've got more nades.
And we saw the Sheila's 2 ringing, taking out Jen as well. Purple Slushy now moves in. Future is the first to get taken out. Pluto has a slight high ground, but the PK shots, a 2-pump from right behind him, leave him 1. Amu now sets down the Newcastle wall, looking down at the teams right below their feet. Our last 3 spots between 9 lives, Purple Slushy, and 100 Thieves.
And 9 lives, your match 1 winners, all 3 up. Kind of crazy when you've got Purple Slushy down to a duo. 100 Thieves just behind the mobile shield, looking to heal up if they can. The 3v2, and McLovin trying to take down a fortress.
And Grinding Burhole's trying to get up on the top 3 here too. 9 lives, Vayne going down. Cersei being the last one here to keep the dreams for 9 lives, but another great look for 9 lives. Now as Amu, he's literally won. Cersei now getting clutch, he can no wall. 9 lives, he get the trade here. 9 lives. They do it again. He lets it sing here with the Sheila Guild now. Follows up with the P20s. Yanya is lighting up the kill feed. Shopify Rebellion get taken out. And NRG are just waiting for more KP to be served up on a silver platter.
Oh my god, Guild repositioning. Not even using it because he's in any danger, just using it to maximize KP. That's how far ahead NRG are in this lobby. Everyone else is just getting decimated in the middle, and NRG look like they're firing at target dummies here at the end.
It's just another day at work here for NRG, racking up even more kills, ending up game number 3 with 119 KP in their pocket.
Just trying to keep apprised of all of the angles. At least the knuckle cluster straight towards Yanya, but there's not much you can do about it, and for the time being, what is our next playthrough? Are we looking for the fence line? Because you're going to have to contend with NRG as they move out of that building and likely straight towards Spectre Esports.
Got a solo from Furia all the way in no man's land. Hopefully no one spots them out. Actually, what's the Furia player? No, it's an Ash. I was wondering if it was maybe an Invis Crypto.
Oh.
That'd be form for Furia, but no.
Here we go. ACP gets ahead of NRG, leaving the building. Here comes the nade spam, seeing if we can connect. Awope loses the shields. I hear everything cracking, burning all around with the thermites, but so far no knocks. It's actually knocked on the opposing side. Gonna crawl and try to play for those placement points while everyone breaks out. ACP contending here with NRG, and Spectre also equally providing that pressure.
4 teams left now. ACP have tried to weather the storm, but I don't know how much more of this bad weather they can take.
How are we even okay here? Spectre Esports does what they do. They take down NRG. Furia has fallen, and now with Spectre all 3 alive, can just clean it up. Take down ACP, take down NRG, and you get the first win here in game number 4 on Broken Moon.
Doesn't manage to find it, but he has found a top 3 here. Manages to kill the drone. That's really important. Remember, that's how they died last game. The EMP removing all of their walls, removing their pylon. They have to send Furia, and you can see NRG. They've done it so well, though. Look at that. None of them go down. They haven't lost any health. They can get the shield swaps and just go for the clean 3v3 against NRG now.
Oh, and Shopify then wrap up around, and Guild were not expecting it in that moment there. NRG in trouble after you saw Zainu just pepper into them. Coinful now playing up the low ground. He climbs up onto Timmy, and Shopify from the low ground take over NRG and take over game number 5 as your winners.
After everyone ganged up on Shopify, they've sort of taken their time to initiate the next phase of the fight. And yep, Zach Baines out getting the first kill. EMP, always the trigger to start something to make it happen. But the bang ult just as good in defense as the EMP is in offense.
And pop the ballistic ult too on the high ground. Empire looking at VP, stuck behind the crates, behind the bins, having to get back into that zone. They lose out on Lord of the Rings. Lou called him out with the rampage, and here they go. Lou, he said, can I move up? Can I close in the space? But didn't want to risk it even after getting that initial knock, because they cannot forget about Unleash.
Oh, Carter, just before he gets behind cover, will be taken down. VP, I think, might have this one wrapped up.
In the bag they go, sliding in with confidence and getting the finishing blow. VP are your final game winners of our Groups B versus C series.